what do you actually like? It's impossible to read guinea pigs' minds, so that's why many of us might wonder whether we're providing the right care for them or what things we could do to improve. And hopefully this video will help by running through the 10 things I believe guinea pigs love most in the world. And I want to make it more useful for you guys, so I'm going to include tips and advice along the way of different ideas that you could incorporate into your own care routine with your own piggies. And we're going to dive in with the first one, which is a core love of guinea pigs, and something that I've learned over time is far more important than you might be told or assume in the beginning, and it's hay. Basically, guinea pigs don't know where they'd be without the stuff. Hay is crucial for their teeth and their digestive systems, and more emphasis is given to it in their diet, with guinea pig specialists starting to recommend it should make up to 90% of what they eat. Yeah, but does it actually make them happy, I hear you ask? Well, hay is like the one guinea pig item. It's like the thing they would take on a desert island with them. Guinea pigs use hay not only to eat, but to sleep in, play in, burrow in, give in to their natural instincts, and it's these kind of activities which make them happy and are what they love doing the most. So that's why I think it's really important to give them big piles of hay to enjoy in the cage. If you use hay racks in the cage at the moment, then maybe try something new and put some big piles of hay in there and see how they react. The second great love of guinea pigs is hiding. So we have to remember that guinea pigs are prey items. A slip of the tongue, sorry piggies. They are naturally attracted to dark corners, holes, and basically anywhere where they feel safe. But rather than think of this as a negative thing, try to look on it as something that they just love doing. And while it's not always good from a taming perspective to give them loads of really dark, enclosed hideys where they're basically just hidden out of sight all the time, you should always give a variety of cage accessories that offer some kind of cover. So I like to go for in-between options, like tunnels are fantastic, the wooden arch, cozy beds with big entrances, and one of my piggies' favourites ever, which is the hammock. Just get creative with things you have lying around, like paper bags, cardboard boxes with different entrances cut in. Both of them are great options. And even just a blanket. A lot of piggies will start popcorning with excitement when you just chuck a blanket in the cage and let them dig into it. At number 3, I had to have napping, which I don't know about you, but I can totally relate to it, and I think there's a fair bit of it going on behind me right now. I mean, sleep is just the best, right? It's thought that guinea pigs sleep for around 4 to 6 hours a day, and unlike us, well, most of us, they like to break it up into lots of micro naps, so although they are diurnal as opposed to nocturnal animals, they will sleep a lot throughout the day too. You'll find them sleeping in their hideys, in the hay, and as they get more tame, you might even catch them snoozing just on the cage floor, under the water bottles, even out in the open on your knee whilst you're watching TV, which, as you all know, is one of my personal favourites. If you haven't discovered popcorning yet, then you are in for a treat. It's sort of like when we listen to a really good song and you get that sort of buzz of excitement inside you, except for guinea pigs, they just can't control themselves, and that built-up energy comes out as a sort of mad hop, twist and jump in midair. Now, I don't unfortunately have a lot of examples, but a classic one is baby Phoebe and Roxy popcorning in the hammock. alive, we have a sort of personality trait that's shared by most guinea pigs. I found that many piggies have a level of sass or diva in them, and it's basically a bossy, I want my own way now, and if I don't get it, then I'm gonna be in a strop sort of attitude to life. Maybe it comes from being a touch spoilt by us, but I think they enjoy it when they get to truly let the diva inside them come out to play. So we're talking when they steal each other's food, or they yank it out of our hands, nudging your hand away when you're trying to stroke their head, or just chattering there impatiently at you when you're not doing exactly what they want you to be doing. Number 6 is a simple one, and it's their cage. It's sort of an extension to the Heidi's one, but they really do love being in their cage. It's where they feel safest, where everything smells of them, and where they have all of their food, including that all-important hay. So it's a bit different now, but when I had guinea pigs at first, I had a much smaller cage on the bedroom floor, and whenever I would clean out the cage, the pigs I had then would hop back in completely of their own accord. I just thought it was super sweet and almost like them saying, can we go back into our favourite place now, please? Let me know if you have a similar setup and your piggies do this. These days, of course, I have a much bigger cage that's raised up, but I can still always sense when they're eager to get back home. Next up is a relatively new one for us, and it is pea flakes. So I think Little Adventures videos for starters have made many people go out and try pea flakes for their own guinea pigs, and we found out they're big fans of the things. They are a treat, so remember to feed in moderation, but I think pea flakes are really good for taming and bonding with our piggies. Food is the way to their heart, and they eat pea flakes pretty fast, so that means they are likely to hang around and see where the next one is coming from. And because of this, they can be used as a fun way to teach your piggies tricks too. My Pedro is a rescue boy, and he never used to be able to stand on his back legs, bless him, but now he's getting pretty pro at it, and I've even begun teaching him to spin around like Phoebe does. Circle. Good boy. It's pretty miserable out there today, but out in the garden is one of the things that guinea pigs love most, and that is fresh grass. I found it's preferred even over popular things like lettuces and herbs. And it's really good for them too, so I often switch out fresh veggies with grass, and as long as you build up slowly to feeding it in spring, then they will enjoy it and benefit it from it more over the growing season. If you're able to, you can let your piggies out in a secure run so they can nibble away for themselves, which they absolutely love doing, once they're used to being outside, of course. Number 9 is head rubs and or chin rubs. So being stroked around their ears is believed to replicate guinea pigs grooming each other and can help you bond with your piggies. In general, they love being stroked along their nose and on the top of their head. Some piggies will also like chin rubs where you can give them a tickle under their chin and they'll raise their head up for you. That one's a little less common, and then yes, of course, some pigs, like my Phoebe here, are just too much of a diva. They will simply not allow their human to touch them except for in very exceptional circumstances. Next up is us! Yes, believe it or not, you can become one of your guinea pig's favourite things in life. And especially if you're new to guinea pigs, you're probably thinking, what? That's impossible! They hate me! But they really don't hate you, and it definitely is possible. Once your guinea pigs are tame and they associate us with all of the good things that I've mentioned in this video, then they can be really affectionate and loving pets. So if you want to learn more about how to get your guinea pigs to like you, then you can go ahead and watch my previous video here. I'll pop the link in the description too. But that's all for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye!